81. Going skiing context at a ski resort, renting equipment and asking for advice. Hi, I'd like to rent some ski equipment. What do I need? Hello, you'll need skis, boots, and poles. Would you like to rent a helmet as well? Yes, please, it's my first time skiing, so I want to be extra safe. Good choice. We also offer beginner lessons if you're interested. That sounds like a great idea. How much is the lesson? A 1-hour group lesson is $50, and a private lesson is $80. I think I'll go with the group lesson. What time does it start? The next session is at 11 a.m. Just meet at the beginner slope with your gear.
The next session is at 11 a.m. Just meet at the beginner slope with your gear.
Perfect. Thank you so much. 82. Booking an adventure tour. Context. At a travel agency, booking an adventure excursion. Hi, I'm looking for an exciting adventure tour. What do you recommend? We have a few great options. Are you interested in zip lining, white water rafting, or canyoning? White water rafting sounds thrilling. Can you tell me more about it? Absolutely. It's a half-day tour where you'll raft through Class 3 and 4 rapids. No experience needed, but you should be comfortable in water. That sounds amazing. How much does it cost? It's $120 per person, including equipment, transportation, and a guide. Do I need to bring anything? Just a swimsuit, towel, and water shoes. We provide everything else. Great. Sign me up for tomorrow's tour. 83. Renting a bike or scooter. Context. At a rental shop. Renting a scooter for city exploration. Hi, I'd like to rent a scooter for the day. What are the rates? Hello, it's $25 for a full day, and we provide a helmet and lock. Sounds good. Do I need to show my license? Yes, we require a valid driver's license. Do you have one with you? Yes, here it is. Also, does the rental include insurance? Yes, basic insurance is included, but you can add full coverage for an extra $10. I'll take the full coverage. How much is the deposit? We require a $100 deposit, which will be refunded when you return the scooter. That's fine. Here's my card. 84. Talking to other tourists. Context. Meeting fellow travelers at a hostel common area. Hey, where are you from? Hi, I'm from Canada. How about you? I'm from Australia. Are you traveling alone? Yeah, solo trip for a month. You? Same here. How long have you been in this city? Just 2 days. I'm planning to visit the old town tomorrow. Have you been there? Yeah, it's beautiful. The architecture is amazing, and there's a great cafe near the main square. That sounds awesome. Want to go together tomorrow? Sure. Let's meet in the lobby at 10 a.m. 85. Finding hidden gems. Context. Asking a local for recommendations on unique places to visit. Hi, I've seen all the main tourist spots. Do you have any recommendations for hidden gems? Absolutely. If you want something off the beaten path, there's a beautiful little hiking trail near the lake. Hardly any tourists go there. That sounds interesting. How do I get there? You can take a bus to the last stop, then walk about 20 minutes. It's a bit tricky to find, but totally worth it. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Any good local restaurants nearby? Yes. There's a small family-run place called La Casa. Best homemade food in town. Perfect. Thanks for the tips.
86. Understanding local slang. Context, talking to a local friend about slang words used in their country. Hey, I keep hearing people say cheers, even when they're not drinking. What does it mean? Oh, here cheers is often used to say thank you in casual situations. That's interesting. Any other common slang I should know? Yeah. If someone says something is brilliant, they don't just mean it's smart. It can also mean awesome or really good. Got it. And what about mate? I hear it a lot. Mate just means friend. So if someone calls you mate, they're being friendly. Cool. This will help me sound more natural when talking to locals. 87. Asking about photography. Rules. Context. At a historical site, asking a tour guide about photography rules. Hi, this place is beautiful. Am I allowed to take photos inside? Yes, photography is allowed, but please make sure to turn off your flash. Got it. Can I take videos as well? Videos are fine in most areas, but in some sections, filming is restricted. Look out for the no video signs. Thanks. And what about using a tripod? Tripods aren't allowed inside since they can block pathways, but you can use them outside in the courtyard. That makes sense. I appreciate the info. 88. Getting a SIM card for travel. Context. At a mobile store, buying a SIM card for a short trip. Hi, I'd like to buy a SIM card for my stay here. What options do you have? Hello, we have a 7-day tourist SIM for $15, which includes 5 gigabytes of data and unlimited local calls. That sounds good. What about international calls? You can add an international package for $5 extra, which includes calls to 20 countries. Great. I'll take the 7-day SIM with the international add-on. Do I need to register? Yes, I'll need to see your passport to activate it. No problem. Here it is. Perfect. Your SIM is now active. Enjoy your stay. 89. Dealing with a language barrier context. Asking a local for help while struggling with the language. Excuse me, do you speak English? A little. How can I help? I'm trying to order food, but I don't understand the menu. Oh, this is a traditional dish with rice and seafood. It's very popular here. That sounds delicious. How do you say thank you in your language? You can say gracias. Gracias. I really appreciate your help. 90. Talking to a travel agent. Context. At a travel agency, booking a last-minute trip. Hi, I'd like to book a last-minute trip for the weekend. What destinations do you recommend? Hello. Are you looking for a beach getaway, a city break, or an adventure trip? I think a beach getaway sounds perfect. Something not too far away. In that case, I'd recommend Malaga. It's only a short flight and the weather is beautiful this time of year. That sounds great. What's included in the package? Flights, hotel, and breakfast are included. You can also add excursions if you'd like. Perfect. I'd like to book it.
91. Requesting a hotel room change. Context. At the hotel reception, requesting a different room due to an issue. Hi, I'm staying in room 208, and I'd like to request a room change. I'm sorry to hear that. May I ask what the issue is? The room is right next to the elevator, and it's quite noisy at night. I'm having trouble sleeping. I understand. Let me check availability. We have a quieter room on the 5th floor. Would you like to move there? That would be great. Does it have the same amenities? Yes, it's the same type of room, just in a quieter location. We can send someone to help you move your luggage. That's really helpful. Thank you so much. 92. Asking for late checkout. Context. Calling the hotel front desk to request a later checkout time. Hello, I'm staying in room 312 and I was wondering if I could check out a bit later tomorrow. Let me check. Our standard checkout time is 11 a.m. What time were you hoping for? Around 2 p.m. if possible. We can extend your checkout until 1 p.m. at no extra charge. If you'd like to stay until 2 p.m., there will be a $20 fee. 1 p.m. sounds fine. Thank you for accommodating me. No problem. I've noted the late checkout for your room. Let us know if you need anything else. Will do. Thanks again. Tipping hotel staff. Context. Asking a hotel receptionist about tipping customs for staff. Hi, I've been enjoying my stay here and wanted to ask, what's the usual tipping etiquette for hotel staff? That's a great question. Tipping is not required but always appreciated. Most guests tip housekeeping around $2 to $5 per night. Good to know. What about the bellhop? If they help with your luggage, a tip of $1 to $2 per bag is common. And for the concierge? If they help with special requests like reservations, a $5 to $10 tip is appropriate. That's really helpful. Thanks for the advice. 94. How was your trip to the city? I heard you had some trouble. Yeah, unfortunately, I had a bad experience at one of the hotels. Oh no, what happened? The room wasn't clean when I arrived, and the air conditioning wasn't working. That's awful. Did you complain? Yeah, I spoke to the front desk, but they weren't very helpful. They said they were fully booked and couldn't move me to another room. That's frustrating. Did they at least offer a refund or discount? They gave me a small discount, but it wasn't much. I probably wouldn't stay there again. I don't blame you. Hopefully the rest of your trip was better. Yeah, thankfully the city itself was amazing. Talking about past travel experiences, context, sharing travel memories with a friend. What's the best trip you've ever taken? That's a tough one, but I think my trip to Japan was my favorite. Oh, cool. What did you love about it? Everything. The food was incredible, the people were super friendly, and the temples were beautiful. That sounds amazing. Did you visit Tokyo? Yes. Tokyo was so vibrant, but I also loved Kyoto. It had a more traditional feel. I've always wanted to go there. What was the best part? Probably visiting the bamboo forest in Arashiyama. It felt like stepping into another world. That sounds magical. I need to add Japan to my bucket list.
96. Asking about local transport apps. Context. Asking a hotel receptionist for advice on transport apps. Hi. I was wondering, what's the best way to get around the city? Do you have any local transport apps? Yes. The most popular one here is City Ride. It's similar to Uber and works for both taxis and private drivers. That's great. Can I pay with cash? Or do I need a credit card? You can use both. The app lets you choose your payment method before confirming a ride. Awesome. What about public transport? Is there an app for buses and trains? Yes. MetroGo is the best app for checking train and bus schedules. It also shows real-time delays. Sounds perfect. I'll download them now. Thanks for your help. 97. Explaining special dietary needs. Context. At a restaurant. Explaining dietary restrictions to the waiter. Hi. I'd love to try some local dishes, but I have a gluten allergy. Do you have gluten-free options? Yes. We have a few gluten-free dishes. Our grilled fish and vegetable stir-fry are both safe options. That sounds great. Does the sauce contain any wheat? No, we use a gluten-free soy sauce. Would you like me to double-check with the chef? That would be wonderful, just to be sure. Of course. I'll confirm and be right back. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. 98. Handling unforeseen travel issues. Context. Calling an airline after missing a connecting flight. Hi, I missed my connecting flight to London due to my previous flight being delayed. What should I do? I'm sorry to hear that. Let me check your booking. Yes, I see the delay. We can rebook you on the next available flight. When is the next flight? The next direct flight is tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Would you like us to book it for you? Yes, please. Will the airline provide accommodation for the night? Yes. Since the delay was on our end, we'll provide a hotel and meal voucher. That's a relief. Thank you for helping me sort this out. 99. Asking for directions to a landmark. Context. On the street. Asking a local for directions to a famous monument. Excuse me. Could you help me? I'm trying to find the Liberty Square Monument. Sure. You're actually not too far. Just walk straight for 2 blocks, then turn right. You'll see the monument at the end of the street. Great. So 2 blocks straight, then a right turn? Yes, it's a big open plaza, so you won't miss it. Perfect. Is there an entrance fee? No, it's free to visit. If you want a guided tour, there's a booth near the entrance. That sounds great. Thanks for your help. 100. Discussing climate and best travel seasons. Context. Talking to a local about the best time to visit their country. I love this place, but the weather is so hot right now. Is it always like this? Not always. You came during the summer, which is the hottest time of the year. When is the best time to visit? Spring and autumn are perfect. The weather is mild, and it's not too crowded. Good to know. Does it get very cold in winter? Not too cold, but it can be rainy. If you want to see festivals and enjoy nature, I'd say April or September are the best months. That's great advice. Next time, I'll plan my trip around that.